How many total matches are being played for China? Anyone know? Best of 7, best of 9.
But Kenshi with that shotgun takes him out, AJ.
All right, Blacklist.
International 1-0 in this game number 5.
I have to say that was a very good approach coming through from Sharper Esports towards the very end, but Anawin just got a little unlucky. He almost took Kenshi out of the equation.
Okay, Blacklist.
What was just slide back in towards that locker room and then snuff out the other player. But that, of course, is all in
getting aggressive off the start. There's no defense here. Wow. You'd think they'd send something to, you know? I had so many people telling me Sharper was going to win the whole thing. And I think most people probably came into this expecting Blacklist to be like one of the bottom teams. Did I watch the fourth game? Yes. I was watching the fourth game over on Trovo. I wish I could have reacted at full volume to that because that was pure madness. Oh, what a shot. Oh, got turned on. Ooh. Trigger discipline.
15 seconds left.
Oh no, he's chucked. Dang, big opening rounds for Blacklist. Why is the quality so bad? That's just the way the Garena streams have been.
I am not understanding this. I thought this was
Sharper choke this series. I mean,
amazing trick up the
you can play great in groups all you want. You gotta win it when it counts.
I'm not so sure exactly what Sharper Esports is trying to prove, but then again, as I say that,
Is that wall bangable? I guess it is. I don't usually see people going for that, but if it works, it works.
11 rounds in here.
They're playing super passive on this one. I'm assuming they probably hit trophies on the opposite side of basketball.
Looks like they want to play a slow game.
Ooh, we'll walk across.
Championships here, AJ, because the final game it's gonna be S&D, and now we do see it's gonna be a
Super passive.
Like this from Blacklist International, you know, they're adjusting every.
Guys, I watched the fourth game. Don't worry. You good, Bobby? Yeah, I just gotta be quiet because people are sleeping.
What they know, but the nade is there. We'll eat a nade. You can eat a nade if you have blackjack and soy bad. We'll spot one. Information is given. A minute left.
Blacklist won the first S&D. Ooh.
Great nade response coming through from Soy.
That's a good sign for them. They didn't look particularly strong in the S&D in my opinion, but everybody thought Group A was the group of death. Maybe it was Group B all along and we just didn't even realize, you know?
And needs to make a play inside of that locker room.
Ooh, good read. Oh my gosh, nearly hit the wallbang on him. Good push. Oh my gosh. Sharper's getting dismantled right now. He running tactician cryo bombs?
Not looking too good for the thighs.
Yeah, if you're black,
tactician cryo bombs?
Don't need to push. If you're Javen, good spot coming in here. Soy bad has to get a pitch
weird.
If you want to get this start, but Javen will try to hit.
Worst stream quality award goes to Garena. Yeah, supposedly this is 1080p. Interesting.
He's gonna be stuck in a 1-versus-4. Will get taken out by Javen.
Interesting.
That final round, and now 3-0. Things are looking really good for Blacklist International.
Whoa.
Amazing stuff coming through from the players of Blacklist International.
Yeah, fourth game was crazy. Tonight's also CODM China finals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Q9's sweeping them. I'm pretty sure it's already 3-0.
But let's just see if or not Sharper Esports still has something tremendous to pull out of the bag here. So far,
I would pull it up, but the game hadn't even started, and the games are going to go way longer than the Garena game, so I'm going to let this one play out, and then we can swap to it.
I feel like the momentum is just even though they won that game number 4, things are not looking well in this S&D, AJ, because they have to win a round now if they want to make a comeback.
I think Bobby doesn't know how to change the quality. I can't change the quality. It's in 1080p, guys. Am I sick? I was sick yesterday. I just sound sick right now because I'm trying to be quiet, so my voice sounds deeper.
Sharper Esports, how to sharpen their knives in the first place. Might be able to grab this win, man. I mean,
just trying not to wake up Molly.
Really good friends
because here it is 7 a.m. and it's a Saturday. So
and that friendship has been blessing them with a lot of extra information which you usually will not be getting on some of the other teams, which I kind of feel has
not streaming on Twitch, quality will be better over there. I believe Garena streams to YouTube and to Facebook, and the quality is the same on both of them. Man, Sharper is just getting obliterated.
I like it.
They can't win anything.
Yeah, I like that double play coming in, but Saturn X takes out AG.
And the snipes.
It's gonna be a 3-1.
Blacklist just has the clutch factor. I don't know what it is.
Just smart timing and just like that.
They were on the brink of not even qualifying for the playoffs.
Slowly but surely, AJ, we
That's so crazy. They were on the brink of not qualifying for the playoffs.
Getting this game number 5, or will
And now they're about to take out Sharper, who is one of the favorites for the entire thing.
What's Sharper Esports aiming for here? The title of Comeback King.
I think they had the best overall record in like the group of death or whatever they called it. Like a nade.
Beautifully well-placed nade will be getting that information back, and that smoke will block out the players from the side of Blacklist International. Kitchen is an absolute no-go. C1 is jumping out to ask a couple of questions.
You gotta hit those. Soy Bad gets a big one right there. I mean, things are falling apart fast.
Might just get taken out here unless C1 can make a play now.
Whoa, what the frick is happening? Oh my gosh, the quality somehow managed to get worse.
But you know, they're gonna leave Skirt there.
What am I watching?
So no more flank coming through. They should be having that information. The rotation's coming through here, but no rotation from Sharper. They're still working on that one. If you're Javen, yes, you have to get
the non-English version is 10 out of 10 quality.
Siren X.
I doubt that. And even if it is, I'd rather hear the actual commentary.
Really planted the bomb age. I think they're trying to rotate all the way back to A again, but
Is Sharper finally went around here? Got him trying to win. We'll switch to it after this one. It looks like it might be a quick match. Or a quick game. Obviously, game 5 is not a quick match.
C1 backing away. Basketball court fully open. And I tell you, Sharper Esports just got...
Oh, that timing's so bad. Now there's somebody bottom stairs. Oh, you've got to hit that.
Misses the shot here.
You can't miss those.
We need to push this here, but I think they're gonna try to make the push here, AJ.
Oh my gosh, this is so risky. How do they not have somebody wrapped yet?
They can manage to debate one AJ if they want to, or
Why is nobody wrapping? Oh, they're choking so hard. They're choking so hard right now.
By himself will get spotted as well. And this should be a round for Black.
They had 2 people sitting at the bottom of the stairs. Why not someone to wrap? Gets one. Why are you reloading? Oh my gosh, they're choking so hard. How do you get Garena from the App Store? You got to change your App Store location.
I still do not understand, unless once again Sharper Esports going for the Comeback Kings title.
Yo,
I mean, maybe they want to do it.
Sharper is just throwing at this point.
You pick these maps, and now
my man's running an FHJ and S&D. He deserves to lose.
This one went down to
what?
and I, for no idea at all, will not be able to tell you exactly.
Oh my gosh, just completely obliterated.
Look like they are about to get eliminated from the competition, and it is an unfortunate situation.
Yo, what?
That they could have bagged, but the Filipinos just a little too sharp all the way.
Wow.
And with that final takedown, Blacklist International
Wow.
serves that donut and
6-0.
moves on to the next stage.
That's crazy. Q9 already won? What? Are you kidding me? Was that 4-0? Y'all, this match started an hour and a half ago. We waited 2 weeks just for a 4-0. Yo, what? So guys, this is China Masters, the $450,000 tournament that's happening at the same time. Oh my gosh. Q9. Q9 is gonna be. People are gonna be scared of Q9. Q9 qualified. I don't know what happens as a result of the tie. Or wait, no, there's not a tie. Or there is a tie? No, there's not a tie. So it's FPX and Q9 are the two that qualified. Wow. I didn't even get to watch any of it. Okay. Well, guess we don't have to switch back and forth now. What we're confirmed Q9 swept 4-0, right? Q9. Wait, what's this? Let me see this clip. Guess we don't need the volume up all the way. Holy Twitter quality. Oh my gosh, this production is so beautiful. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That's the future of COD Mobile Esports. Imagine. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Who do you think will win, DG or Omega? I think Omega's gonna win. DG didn't look particularly strong in my opinion. Wow. That's super cool. Or sharper. Okay. Q9 sweeps. FPXM 4-0 to win China, or let's see, China Masters stage, or China Masters 2. FPXM and Q9 secure the 2 stage 5 spots from China. Okay.
Quite frankly, I did not see Crossfire to be.
Send that clip to Doc. Wait, which clip?
From the side of Blacklist International Ultimate. But you know, whatever said then done, man. Whatever said, they played amazing matches, and they definitely gave Blacklist International Ultimate a run for their money in some of these rounds. But at the end of the day, one team could stand. At the very end of the day,
that is crazy that it was a 4-0. Why are people saying DYG is the best? I mean, DYG was the best before underage players got banned.
Pretty much that was it, AJ. I mean, in this S&D,
DYG did not qualify. There were a lot more points for Masters 2 than for Masters 1.
Pretty much, they were pretty much secured on this one, and they really worked on their on their map picks. They really turned it up. They really know what to do there. You know, that's the game-winning kill. And then Domination, it was a back and forth fight, but I feel like all the players of Blacklist just stepped up. They were just really turning up the heat, AJ, and they deserved that.
That's crazy. 4-0.
I cannot argue with you. They definitely did deserve that victory. You know, crazy
4 freaking 0.
Especially with the score streak setups coming through for the end game of this domination. Sharper Esports very carelessly played a majority of their score streaks early, but Blacklist International Ultimate, they communicated.
Because coming into this, Q9 had less points than any of them.
Pretty much around the same time.
Q9 had the least points of all the teams.
The Dragonfire did pop out quite a number of times as well.
What game mode's Q9 good for? I mean, all of them, to be honest. Obviously, as a CODM China team, they're best in S&D, but They're just freaking dominant.
Out at the start of that second half, and that's just the huge difference maker in terms of the information that is fed back, Jericho.
It seems like they just ended up being the team that wasn't affected by
both teams, but it just really went to the Blacklist.
the underage player ban as much. That seems like that's what it came down to.
Now in trying to do stuff here, but I mean that was domination here. Oh my, AJ, you can take
FPX should pick up Anarchy.
This hard point, it was quite
I feel like it'd make more sense for Wolves to pick up Anarchy, but who knows?
They opened things up very, very well. It was a heated battle.
Go back and watch. Yeah. All right, we'll go back and watch Game 4 for those of you who didn't get to see it. Game 4 was pure madness.
They're gonna be starting off things with 15 points here.
This was so crazy.
He stepped up in that last game, but he has to do it again here in Hardpoint. But no, things are not looking well at the start. Only the first hit, not really.
What up, Shafi?
We'll get 3 points there. But Sharper, we'll get that time, AJ. And if
China team is best in camping. Oh my gosh.
A lot of time here in this first because the rotations coming in just like that, AJ.
Here come the elite tier or the elite rank S&D warriors telling us how to play S&D.
Blacklist 13 points so far, and they continue raking it up. C1, very important kill, gets that backup, waits for his team member, and I really like.
Yeah, this game was crazy, especially the end. Oh my gosh. Why are the breaks in between games so long, Garena? Well, it's because it's in between matches right now. To be honest, it's shorter than at least the China ones.
Very timely one. It was a little bit late one, but now
I think DG's gonna win 3-2 against Omega. I do hope it goes to a game 5.
We'll take out one, but here comes the backstab coming in from player skirt inside. We'll get one as well with that KRM. They have control here. Nades in stairs. We'll try to take out one person. C1's gonna go down as well.
Let's see.
From there for the help. And just like that,
I didn't realize that Sharper was up off the start. I thought the Blacklist had the lead all the way through.
But finally get naded out by now it gets taken out, but the pinch is coming through from Blacklist.
Yep, it can go flying through with the gravity spikes, but unfortunately he won't be.
I guess they probably had a big P3 hold. That would be my assumption. They get the break right there. I don't know if that's the time to go for the break, but
and that is the opener that I thought Sharper Esports needed, but Tin just turns things around.
Ooh, Annihilator.
Gunfight. Jaben does the same, and the warehouse now belonging to Blacklist International Ultimate.
Yeah, I bet you they get a big hold here. Because they weren't they up like 100 to 50? That it must be a full 60 or something close to it.
Well, but they need to step out and start winning the spawn over as well. Because if Sharper Esports continues to bag this spawn, it's gonna be quite tough to hold.
Wow, what a hold! What is that spawn? What the freak? Doesn't make any sense.
Trying to get that Dragonfire, but we'll get taken out. Here comes the Dragonfire from C1. Not the best option to use it, AJ. Very, very crazy usage here, but we'll get that information. Blacklist only getting 30 seconds as well now, but the wall.
Good wall bang.
No time left, but Blacklist all the time here, AJ, because the thrust from teammates here just coming through. Big
Ooh. Oh, wait, he still gets the kill?
Gets the hit marker. 15 seconds here, Blacklist.
Yo, the Holger plays just non-stop spraying that wall.
Struggling right now, but the rotation's coming through here. Stirred will have 3 players.
Yeah, he didn't even get through the window. There might be 3 slots for Garena? There is no prize pool? Wait, what? How could that be possible?
Information can only do so much. 80-47. Sharper Esports now on the back foot.
Wouldn't that make it so there's 18 teams?
Trying to shut down the hotel shortcut approach by the side of Blacklist International.
Unless you just have like a giant group play and that's what determines everything.
And now the slow rotation over in towards Bakery might just be the undoing of Sharper Esports.
Might be 3 slots?
50 to 85. Blacklist International Ultimate trying to run away with this game, but the
this match was epic. Yeah.
They baked this little bread. Let's see if
and that's not how you use that. Why is the quality so blurry? Because for some reason Garena stage 4 quality sucks. Yeah, I read Heaven's comment. What?
And if you're Blacklist, you don't need this time. This is okay, but if you want to fight for it,
stage 5 group and then playoffs? I mean, I guess it could be, but none of the other regions outside Garena did that. So it wouldn't make a ton of sense.
But you know, Blacklist getting that last 3 seconds. got 2 seconds, but Jabin takes him out.
Wouldn't they like need to announce that beforehand?
Time to work here if you're Blacklist, and if you're Sharper, still a long game.
Yeah, 3 more
Chat, I'm
seconds
aware
to
that
unlock Sharper Esports
I'm
on
saying
the
that because
back.
Heaven just
For the
came in
first
and said
time
there
for
might be
Hotel
3
Yard.
slots.
And
I don't know where he
with
got that info
going
from.
for the access, opening up the Hotel Yard for themselves. 55 seconds in here, gonna be absolutely impossible to run away with this matchup because this particular
Path
Hardpoint
said other
has
than
opened
MX9
as ever.
nerf, none would be
Ladies and gentlemen,
effective.
Vincent now with the stronghold, but the
Yeah,
KRM will
another
be
Holger
able
meta.
to
Fun
assist
stuff.
him to hold on to those points. 92
I'm
Sharper Esports catching up,
I might
and
retire from
any of the
MP for the time being and just be a full-time
but as I
BR
said, they
creator.
take over, winning all of their gunfights with a 3-man stronghold in that Hotel
Much
Yard
as I
now.
enjoy
Running
the
away
Holger
with this
meta.
matchup, 107 to 94. Winsor approaches, hit marker, and gets
This
second.
is where it starts to get real crazy.
Another kill. This is huge. Kill. 17 seconds left, and here we go. Might
This
still be
Hardpoint game
Sharper.
was
They're
just
pushing
bananas.
They need to contest that hill, AJ. But we do see Sharper. They have to control that second hill, and now the rotation's coming here. Biggest gunfights of your life. If you are Sharper Esports, you are fighting for your tournament life. Here.
Oh my gosh.
18 to 99 here. We do see Skirt is already in that next hill, but he has 3 players. Takes out 4. Skirt just
I mean, you can see the urgency that Sharper's playing with because
number 4 Skirt will try to take out this player.
they're trying so hard not to lose in 4.
Take it out, but no. Jabin is there for the Dragon Fire. Sharper.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we haven't been able
He
to
says
watch
ladies
those
and gentlemen, boys and girls
That's
so
exactly
often.
how the matchup has been. And now Blacklist International Ultimate losing warehouse
Just in
over
like
Esports.
such random
Managers to tie up the points.
situations
And
as
now
well.
they take over. Will
That
Sharper
like
Esports run away with this matchup, or will the Filipinos stop them in
no
the
issue with the
35
actual
seconds in
phrase,
here? And
but
yes,
like
it will
usually
go
you say it as an
absolutely
intro and he just says it like
everything.
randomly in the middle of
Making the final entrance.
an
They
absurd
will be
match.
able to put a stop to the points roll from the side of Sharper Esports. 8 points ahead of them. Nobody wants to
Which
go
is why
up
there's
just to meet the
Activision
point.
told
And only
Garena
one
there might be
player.
3
And now
slots for
maybe the
Garena, but
race
it's not
surviving, getting it
confirmed,
shut down, and
which is
scored
why
points
there's a
by
3rd
Sharper
place
Esports
match.
as they end that hard point 138 to 120 in towards Granny's house.
Oh.
Blacklist International Ultimate. They have the spawns, they have the hard point. Let's see what the Thighs have.
Yeah, this is its final gunfight here. Biggest gunfight for both teams right here. AG will take out
Very
both the
interesting.
One is coming in, but one will pick to be
Yeah,
now-
P-
but no players.
this
No takes.
this
Here
Hardpoint
comes the back
was
out.
absolutely
One
absurd.
you just have to hold it. Your Blacklist International. 136 gets
The
it
next
out.
40 seconds, just complete
Team will take out
madness.
2. 10 more points. Are we gonna go to a game number 5?
They have 3 people on the point.
7 points.
You got 3 people stacking the point.
One more player. 10 takes out as well. 4 points.
And now Blacklist has 3 people on the point. They've got 4 people. How did they give this up? How did they give it up? Just like, oh, the Annihilator. Oh my gosh. The Equalizer. It's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was just pure madness. Pure madness. I want to go back and watch the first S&D. Next match is DG versus Omega. I'm assuming this is Hardpoint. Oh, S&D as well.
I'm not so sure exactly what play was coming out through and now and earlier on, but clearly he regrets it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sharper with C1 right below Skirt. Is he gonna get lucky here? The timing.
Goodness gracious.
Fortunate for C1 to back away from this situation. He's not gonna get taken down. The numbers do not get equaled out. I thought
I feel like Soybad was better in earlier S&D matches for them.
And it's gonna be Soybad, the final player in here for the side of Sharper.
Oh, hit marker. That's rough.
Not get that hit, unfortunate for him. 10 bags it.
As long as persistence is in the game, I don't think ranked would get any better even with the Holger and MX9 nerf. I mean, it would become slightly more entertaining just because there would be more variety in like the guns that you can use, but I agree, as long as there's no, as long as gas nades, persistence, and thermites are usable in like any way, those 3 just make the mechanics of the game so much more boring that
Esports. Good. Just
Game can't be fun when they're in
equalizes
play.
the numbers as he takes C1 out of the equation. Bomb now getting planted as the
DG
side
Omega
of
starting?
Blacklist
No,
A
it's like
side
3
is
minutes.
secured early by Sharper Esports. No rotations coming through from Blacklist. Javen gets shut down.
Spoiler
AG
alert,
as
is the
well as
6-0? No,
It's a
this one was
2 versus
6-4, I
1
was told.
situation now. Are they going to be able to get it? Yes, Kurt drops a now in as he continues to move on. 2 players, one on his left and one right above him. AG should be able to land a little bit of support. Skirt needs to focus onto the same side. AG drops out on next. Soybul takes out AG.
Oh,
But
somebody's actually using the
unfortunate for
shorty.
Soybul, as Skirt is there for the response. Skirt just needs to spot his corner.
Oh my gosh, he got read so hard.
Defusal, 6 seconds on the clock, and Blacklist International gets round.
All you have to do is play time. Why would you sit in that corner?
Flicked on that person.
Why would you sit in that corner?
I thought he missed it, man.
Yeah, I
he
thought
got
too.
a
He
little
just-
excited.
He went
Crazy.
He looked left and then looked right, and yeah, just I don't know. I mean, if
Are we back to the start now? You know what? We'll just watch the countdown. I don't want to miss anything.
Is in the convenience store. He's not gonna be able to find
Philippines teams are using their own phone instead of Xperia. What in the world?
things up. Backstab from Zia.
Like they couldn't get the Xperia? What in the world? You think the AMAX is good? M67 AMAX is good. Regular AMAX sucks because they got it late. Oh my gosh. I don't think people realize like being able to play on your own device is a massive advantage because having to switch and adjust to a different device changes a lot of things. You can counter gas nades with the blue perk.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Garena regional
That's the thing though,
qualifier.
if one item requires an entire perk usage in order to counter, then it's not balanced.
That first series, but we got 3 more guys. I'm BB Jericho here with the Mustachio AJ, and guys, before we move on to that next series, we do have a special message.
And it's not a complete counter either.
Xperia 1 Mark III is the official mobile device of Call of Duty Mobile World Championship. The best mobile device to play Call of Duty Mobile in any FPS game.
All right.
You're wondering why you have to wonder no
You
further
can give
friends.
CP to friend from a redeem code.
Step up
What?
your game and share your victories with the game enhancer
What? SKS or AMAX?
for your ultimate performance.
SKS for BR, AMAX for MP.
Fluid motion, 120 hertz refresh rate display. This is the only
Okay.
mobile phone that has this AJ. We do see this on monitors, but now it is in the Xperia Sony 1 Mark III.
Oh, absolutely, man. To make things even better, the 240 hertz
That is so
touch
weird that
screen is
Garena doesn't
4
have
times higher than the previous model. It
a prize
means-
pool.
It basically means that you get to dictate exactly what it happens on the screen with precision control, Jericho.
Yeah, that is true. And not only that, you can strike first in the dark with a low gamma razor.
Not an item, though. Concussions too, concussions and gas nades.
Overexposing bright areas of the screen.
I mean,
that means with those dark areas,
okay.
if you have this on, you'll be able to win all those gunfights.
Yep. And winning gunfights is not just
okay.
it's about hearing them as well, and you get to outsmart your enemies with the audio equalizer. Heightened sounds such as footsteps or gunshots, so you can hear your opponents coming and react before they do.
Yes, that is true. And lastly, AJ, this is technology co-developed with pro gamers, responding to the demands of pro gamers. Sony
Okay.
recorded the finger movements of pro gamers
3
and
slots, though? That's
performed
really
touch
interesting.
response
Yeah.
tuning while reproducing those finger movements with a pro.
But Xperia has 120 hertz plus better display. Yeah, but people, like, it's just an advantage using the device that you're comfortable using.
And that's exactly why it is the best phone.
Like,
for
the
Call of Duty
phones they're
Mobile.
used to playing on probably also have 120 hertz.
Get out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, go grab yourself one, or if you don't want to purchase it just yet, drop onto any of those stores and try to, test it out. Play a game of Call of Duty Mobile on there. I'm pretty sure the guys at the stores will let you.
Yeah, you can try it out.
10-man stun grenades, a nightmare.
But with that being said,
People were
AJ,
saying if Sharper
this
didn't,
was
or I think they were saying if
point
concussions
Sharper
didn't get
Esports
nerfed,
right
that Sharper was gonna win the whole thing.
second round. And
What happened to
now,
that?
This is gonna be a good one, AJ. Dunya Game Esports versus.
What's this free one
Oh,
ace
this
box?
is gonna be
What?
a absolute crusher, man. Because when we look at the side of Smart Omega, they have taken on Dunya Games.
Play
in the
Unite?
past,
No,
and,
we're watching the playoffs, you
we look at
goobs. And what's the prize? A spot in
the
stage
Dunya
5.
Games against Smart Omega, previously as they were known as NRX Jeremiah 2911. At the previous regional qualifiers, they got beaten 3-0. At the Philippines, Indonesia show match, they got beaten 3-1. At the Garena Invitationals, they got beaten 3-0. Dunya Games have always been at the top when they have met the side of Smart Omega. But this time round, Smart Omega, they step into the competition and they want to win. And they desperately need this win because once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this time round, it's
Because,
not
ladies
for
and
the
gentlemen,
NRX brand.
boys and
It is
girls,
not
one
for
more
Smart Omega
time in
brand.
the middle of a
They're doing
sentence,
this
I might lose
for
my
Evo.
mind.
They're doing this for Kia. And I think
How do
they
leakers
might
get these
be
leaks?
able to pull it off, except the
They
fact
open the files to the
Blue
APK?
Games Esports. Yeah, they are no jump squad. They're definitely one of the strongest in this competition, if you're not counting in WDC free slot. And Omega Esports,
How do
they
I share the
definitely
stream?
have a huge
My
mountain
stream?
to climb. The
There should be like a
Indonesians are
copy
not gonna
link
be
button or
making this
something.
easy. In fact, if they get the coin toss, they will be looking in every single way to make this as difficult as possible for the Filipinos.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be very, very tough, AJ. But here is the schedule. A look at our schedule again, AJ. Remember, Sharp River's Blacklist for our first game. For our second game, which is going to be DG versus Omega. And right after that, WDC Freesaw versus Remo Sadiwa. And to close out the day, we're going to have Almighty versus M42, AJ. So, you know, 3 more games, guys. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be all best
This
of
might
5,
be a
but
long
then again,
stream.
single elimination,
Based on
AJ.
what? How long
And
did
to touch
that?
on that, AJ, what you said. Yes, this is...
Didn't this start
Omega,
at
they're
like
doing this for Kia, you know, a very good friend of mine, AJ, and you know, I
6
feel
a.m.?
like they need to ride on that momentum.
Has it
They
been
gotta do
2
everything
hours
here,
since the
so-
start of the
but it's not
stream?
gonna be easy. It's gonna be
Oh my
against
gosh.
Junior Games, AJ.
2
Yeah,
hours for one
absolutely.
match?
And quite frankly, there's
Oh, that's not good.
not much of momentum to
Peak
kind of
viewership
ride on,
until
right?
now
In the
for
group
YouTube and
stages,
Facebook.
it
I don't know.
was
Whenever
quite
whenever
an
Smart
interesting
Omega was
push
in
coming
the
through from
finals, I
side
think.
of Omega, they didn't really go all out in each and every single one of their matches. They kind of were not 100%, I have to say. I mean, let's give a few examples. Against Almighty, they could only take away 1 match at the Crossfire Domination, and they fell to Almighty.
DG better than
matches.
Omega changed my mind.
Albeit it was quite
I mean,
close at that
I don't really
Hardpoint
have to change
standoff,
their mind
but
because they're about to play
overall,
right
there
now,
was
so
still a loss,
they
and the
will
same thing
make the
happened to
case
them
for
as
themselves.
they met Sharper Esports. Sharper Esports, the team that just got eliminated by the team that has already beaten them to win the Philippines Championship, Blacklist International Ultimate.
Yeah, the Blacklist going through that, and now can their brothers make it through? But
Congrats
first, they
on
have
number
to go
5
through
position,
against this
100K
team. We have
tourney. Thank you, I
DG
appreciate
Esports
it.
Line, we have Venom, Jet
It was
Sky,
super
Zen,
fun.
ZZ Ehan, and
I hope they
Jeff.
do more of
We've
that.
seen these boys do a lot.
Blackout's
but
just an
can they
amazing
keep
map.
on going,
I hope they
or
do
will
a
they get
FTP tourney.
dethroned by Omega, but I feel like these boys, you know, they have such a great chance now. of
Semis will
winning.
continue tomorrow? No, tomorrow's the...
No, it's definitely not going to be easy because of what Smart Omega
Well, yeah.
stands for,
Tomorrow's
because of
semis and
why
finals.
Smart Omega is in this
I won't be able to watch
competition
party
and
tomorrow,
exactly
unfortunately.
what they are fighting for. But
So
Lunia
get your
Games,
Bobby
to a
watch party
certain
action in
degree,
now.
Although they love and respect their opponents, they
You
don't
think
really
AMT
care.
can win the
They
whole
want
thing?
the victory equally.
I think
They
anybody
want
can
to
win the whole
move
thing.
on to the Call of Duty
Anybody
Mobile
that's made it this
World
far.
Championship 2021
Who did the
presented by
cropping on
Sony,
this dude's
and
hair?
they
I feel so
want to
bad.
Dominate worlds as well. But Omega Esports, that one team they have to overcome first. It's not going to be easy for Dunia Games as
Who do
well,
I think the final match is going to
knowing
be?
exactly how
Well,
good
throughout
Smart
the
Omega is
majority
in
of it,
these
I felt
games.
like
But
the
you
2
know,
best
we have
teams
to leave it at the end of the
were
day,
WDC
perhaps the coin toss. Early on,
and
Sharper Esports, they got the coin toss. They didn't win it.
um
Is that going to be changed by the
what am I
ones
trying to
who
say?
managed to dictate
felt like it
the
was
pace of this
WDC and
matchup?
AMT, but they're going to meet in the semifinals. So
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be hard.
why no
for
watch
Dunia
party
Games,
tomorrow?
but we've
Go
seen
into the
them thrive
Panthers
in
game.
these situations. They're used to this already. You know, if they go down 0-2, they know what to do. But I feel like against those kinds of teams, like the
Favorite gun
smaller
right now?
teams, yes, they can do it. But against
I don't
Omega,
know.
you can't go down 0-2. 'cause
I don't
if you
have
go
favorite
down
guns
0-2,
anymore.
Omega, they're gonna put so much pressure.
Anytime a
into
gun's
you that
good,
you're
It gets
just gonna
overused,
want to
which makes me
stop
hate it.
playing anymore.
So
Yeah. I
GKS.
kinda feel like
GKS
I
is
wanna
my favorite
answer
gun.
my
There you
own
go.
question there a
That's
little
just
bit
gonna always
as
be my
well,
answer.
To add on to what you said, Jericho. You know, coin toss, winning it, fair enough, but it's going to come down to those map picks as well, right? Because, you know, the final raid pick coming through from Sharper Esports earlier on just gave that matchup away. Are
Has
we gonna
Global
see a
Stage
similar
5 finished?
situation in
Yes.
this game as well? Crush, 6-9, Jay-Z,
Wait, Stage 5, no.
Kendi, as well as
There is no
Indra,
global Stage
stepping up
5.
to take
Stage
the
5 includes
matchup
all of
for
the regions.
Omega Esports. Can they go all the way? Or will they get shut down right here?
PP19 better than GKS? Well,
More
obviously.
importantly, all of your fans from the
Congratulations for
Philippines
the
watching. A lot on the line here for
Captain
the boys.
Obvious take of the
And,
year.
you know,
I didn't say that it
equally
was better. I said it was my
for
favorite,
Dunia
you
Games
dingbat.
as well. 2 top dogs going up against each
QQ9's
other.
meta this season?
It's a 50-50.
Eh,
I have got 0
too
picks
inconsistent.
in the upcoming matchup.
I mean, I have to. I have to agree with you, AJ. Just
GKS favorite gun, but only used when good. GKS has never been good.
They're capable of winning that.
It's literally
flag
never
for
been a meta
Korea
gun.
and winning it all in global. If but it's just really hard. It's just really hard, AJ. But if you're gonna ask me, I'm sorry.
My prediction,
for
I
all
think
those
Omega wins this
DG
one,
fans, I have to go
especially
with
if they're
Omega.
playing on their own devices.
Now, I still want to wait and see exactly what happens to those map picks. I'm curious to see if or not Dunia Games have been throwing their firing range matches on purpose. I'm curious to see if they actually bring firing range into this matchup, right? So here the team.
Why would they be
for
throwing
Omega
their firing
Esports,
range
ladies and gentlemen,
matches?
boys and girls, all smiles in here. They Candy's, pumped up. They want to go into this matchup, get that victory, walk out the champions of Garena.
Fennec or MX9 and BR? MX9.
They have to wait for tomorrow, but they can
The Bison
start
balanced?
things off by eliminating
Relatively,
one of the
yes.
biggest names in Garena, a name that they
I would
have
say
not
it's
been
probably
able
like a
to
top
beat
3
just
gun,
yet
but it's
on the big
balanced,
stage.
Yeah, that is true. And here are our MVPs, our head-to-heads. We have Idra, quite frankly, the best player
Oh my
in the Philippines.
gosh.
15, 11, 6, and 2.
Wow,
We have ZZ
that's a
with
big
12
statement. The
and
best player in the
12 on
Philippines.
Kill and Death with the assist of 5 and a score
Bobby,
of
I need
1.
help in rank
Not
with
the best
campers.
numbers. Idra obviously has the upper hand here, but both
Thank you for the
players
Rookie Tier
can do
membership.
a
My
lot of plays,
recommendation
so
would be
we will see them
get a
do
UAV.
a lot in this series.
Yeah, I hope to see both of them step up.
Bison's the most balanced gun in the game. Takes skill to use.
Have seen him
Yeah,
go
I
into
wouldn't
many
say-
of those situations. The
It does take
absolute
skill.
anchor in some of them.
My
And
one
he
knock
does
against
know
it being
how to
balanced
use
is just the
out
magazine
each
capacity,
and every single one of his
in that
gunfights.
it plays like an
But what it's
LMG
gonna
when it's
boil
still an
down to
SMG.
is those map picks. Dunia Games with Lady Luck looking straight in the
But I think
eyes,
it's
smiling at them. They
outside
win
of the
coin toss,
64
they
mag.
get to dictate the pace. They go in here to pull the very first ban against the side of a Smart Omega. And
Like
I
the
have a feeling
damage
this is gonna
output.
be either Crossfire or a Raid, we've seen them pop off at the Search and Destroy, but it's going to be
And if you can't get a
happier.
UAV, then you know what?
To a
Just
certain degree, I
throw
can
on
agree with
persistence
as
and get yourself a
well, but I
UAV.
don't think Dunia Games has to worry that much about that map.
I agree with you, AJ. Very surprising pick again, and this is where I don't know if DG was watching
I think
Sharper versus
The PP19
Blacklist, but
requires
saw
skill
that
to
the
use
map
against
is-
the
they
MX9
just
and the
gave-
Holger.
God, this is
But
perfect for
against
Omega.
like
They
the
pretty much won the
general
playoffs here, AJ.
majority of guns,
Yeah,
eh.
fair enough, man.
Is
I mean,
Past
Smart
Street
Omega, they don't
true
have
only
playback.
MX9 getting
They
nerfed?
take off
I would assume
themselves
so. I think he
off of
usually
this
gets
very
info
smart
about the balance
play as
changes before
usual.
everybody else.
I don't know if it's because they have not mastered the map fully or if they're keeping it
Forgot
for a
heartbeat
grand
sensor?
final showdown,
Oh, yeah.
because I can definitely
Use
tell
the
you
heartbeat sensor. There you
has
go.
been no map
I'm gonna be
in
honest,
Call of
like,
Duty Mobile
I see
in
so
the
many people
history of
complain
my
about
shoutcasting
campers.
journey that I've not seen Smart Omega master the moment it
It's-
is out.
I'd
If
really
there's a
just wanna say, like,
competition, they step in there,
have
and they're
more
usually
map
the team
awareness.
that shows the
Like,
other teams
check your
exactly
corners.
how
I
to
don't know.
play or take
I feel
the
like
strategy
checking
of
corners
maps.
is kind of
And
like
Dunia
a
Games actually are going to be pulling
something
off
that
one of
people do the
stronger
majority of the
maps on
time,
the side
but
of Smart Omega, which they knew will be a threat at Search and Destroy in for Hardpoint.
yeah,
Their
nerfing
mind
MX9, but
games
not
have
Holger and
started early.
Shorty.
I like this from Dunia Games.
I really like this from them. They want to take it in.
Campers
Now,
necessity is normal.
you know,
I mean, that's like if you're on
I think they're
defense.
pretty happy with this
I-
pick,
I-
AJ. Raid Hardpoint. Yes, they're.
I
gonna
don't
raid
understand
SMD.
why people have
Raid
such a
Hardpoint,
difficult time
different
understanding.
story,
Like,
but let's
if
see
you're
what
playing
happens.
on
It should be a
defense,
crossfire, but the second map, the fourth map,
in Search and
seems coming
Destroy,
Hardpoint. I like this pick coming from Omega.
why
Very
nobody's ever gonna push
one-sided
past
here.
bomb? It doesn't make
So
sense to ever
expect
push
Crush
past the
here
bomb
to do a lot with Whoopi with that double KRM
unless you
setup.
clear out of sight and
So
you're
let's
going
see
for
what happens
flank.
here.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make
man.
sense
Search
to
and
ever go
Destroy,
past the
of course,
bomb.
is
I don't
gonna be
understand why
the
people
next
can't
step up, ladies and
comprehend
gentlemen,
that.
boys and girls. This is going to be a Smart Omega pick first, and then later for map 5,
Banning
Search and Destroy,
Hackney and
that gets picked
Takeoff.
by the side of Dunia Games. So I'm expecting Smart
Guessing
Omega
firing
to
range here?
pull in any map except firing range. Please do not do it, Smart Omega. I beg of you. Because if you do, I am thinking Dunia Games is going to just absolutely crush it out there. But even if Smart Omega does not pull it, oh my lord.
I thought we were gonna see a crossfire, AJ, but fire range indeed, AJ. I feel like they read a lot of plays coming from Dunia Games because they showed a lot of firing range in the group stage.
Well, isn't DG the one that picked firing range?
They have that advantage.
That's why it says
there.
that up top,
So
right?
I like this pick coming in from Omega. It's actually a very nice pick. And if you're Dunia Games, hello Darkness, my old friend again, firing range again, AJ. Let's see if they can pull it off. Or will
I don't know.
Omega take this game number 2?
Look, statistics say that Omega will be able to win at firing range, because the same statistic says that Dunia Games have been absolutely sucky at firing range, search and destroy so far. But I have a theory that they have been fluking all of those matches because they want their opponents to pull firing range in for that matchup. So, you know, let's see exactly how that breaks down.
Why would they be throwing firing range matches? That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think any team is throwing games at this point in the competition.
Crossfire. This is the pick.
No, Dunia picks the side. Okay, gotcha.
Is it going to end on a 3-0? I highly doubt it, but let's see if it is possible. Annihilated.
Crossfire Dom.
Going to be removed from the mix as well. Basic bans on the operators will be able to open up.
So I just said Crash Dom, dude. It literally says Crossfire right here.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh
I like
my
that
gosh.
DG wanted to, they baited again. You know, they wanted to ban the Annihilator, and I thought Omega. I thought they wanted to use the Sparrow here, AJ, but they banned
Okay.
the Machine Equalizer, Gravity Vortex in play, AJ. So let's see what happens here. But you know, to touch on
This
game,
match is
on game
taking
3, AJ,
forever
that
to
Crossfire, I think it could
start.
go either way. I feel like if it was Crossfire S&D, would have been more one-sided towards Omega. But since it was firing range, it gave a little bit of hope for Dunia Games. But I feel like they kind of read it through.
12K watching. I wonder how many it is on Facebook. By the end of this, the numbers are going to be freaking absurd.
Esports, it's their map pick, so they might pull something out of their hats, AJ.
Well, let's see if or not it's just going to fall flat, whether they are going to fall flat on their faces like Sharper Esports with some of these map picks, because I'm not super convinced except for that firing range.
And the concussions go out.
But let's see exactly
Oh
how
my
things open
gosh.
up
Oh
as
my
West
gosh.
and
Oh
JKM. Smart Omega,
my.
They make their way in first. Crush needs to win those
That's-
gunfights, but he
that's-
misses
I
3
mean,
of those shots.
what I'm
And
watching
lucky
right
for him,
here,
he
not
has
a good
Crush to
sign for
back him
Omega.
up. Crush not finding those
Because they are a
initial
streaky
kills.
team, and when they're missing their shots, they have a really tough time winning.
They open up the first hard point. Well,
It's a good thing the other
This is
teammates.
what they
Oh,
want.
Idra's got
Control
4.
coming
Yeah,
in
I mean
for
that's all they need.
Omega, they already have that laundry control. We do see Idra on that.
Idra, the LMG warrior.
There's gonna be one player at the back, which is gonna be
Holy map control
Jeff
off
at
the
back trying to
start.
get
What
that
the
spawn.
frick?
But now Omega is milking every rotation should come in here if you are.
Brother. Which is the most one-sided map for Dom? I would say probably Hackney.
What I don't see,
Hackney and then
it's not like Omega
Crossfire
Esports
very
isn't a
close
threat
behind
at
it.
Yeah, but they're definitely a bigger threat at Raid in
I
comparison.
think it's easier to get a flip on
any of the match types that they play.
Crossfire than on
I
Hackney.
can definitely
Neither of them
say,
are
but
easy.
42 to
Both of them
11,
are terrible
well
Dom
played by
maps.
Dunia Games, but it's just those
What
scrap
is my
points
man
not
looking
gonna
at?
be making much of an effect. And now Kitchen opened up well, and the Indonesians, just getting
Wasted
crushed left,
Hunter
right,
killer.
center. I thought they
Concussion,
would be
concussion,
able to win
concussion,
it over
concussion.
with that opener, but now they get shut down. Jet Sky making
That is
those
a
plays
massive
come
push
through.
for them.
13 to 49. Let's see if they can catch up.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Finally, DG getting some life here, AJ. 20 to 49.
They get spawns
AJ.
too.
And now they have
That's good.
positioning control. They have that anchor spawn, but here comes the push from Omega. Can they
Oh
find it? But Jeff
my
takes out 3.
concussion.
This guy takes out another one as well. And DG finally gets some points
Sheesh.
on the board, and they can take over the lead.
That needs to be set
Nah,
up quite
not the
successfully.
ideal range for the
Way too
MX-9.
straightforward. Central Garden flowing in back to back, and now the distraction being set up from the side of the
botched his
shut
nade.
down. Whoopi not able to bring
Can't be
much
missing
of an
those.
effect as Venom takes him out of the equation. Captain Jay-Z, on
Wow,
the other
this
hand,
is pure
will not be
chaos.
able
Really
to
good
do
setup on
anything
P3
as
for
well.
Omega,
A
though. That is
double kill
not
falling
good for
onto, I
DG.
believe it was Venom that picked it up, 49 to 52.
Not
The
a
side
good
of Dunia
sign.
Games equalizes just before that
So
Hardpoint
many
expires.
concussions.
And now as we draw
Are they
on
banning
to the third
concussions?
Hardpoint at
I don't
Garage,
know.
this
They
is
need
gonna
to
be the
soon.
fight at
Gotta ban
Garena Main
concussions.
that's opened up by Omega Esports.
Concussions and shorties.
To AJ, but here comes the push.
Honestly,
It's
ban
gonna be
concussions and
DG getting
shorties
that
in the
control. 50 seconds in,
competitive
but Omega
meta is good.
has that push coming through. We'll try to take out that one, but there's a sentry gun there, AJ. Sentry gun coming in from DG, but gets
Oh
destroyed
my
immediately
gosh.
by Omega. And now here comes Jeff trying to make
How
a
do
play
you
here, but
lose
will
that?
get slashed by Crush. And just like that, they have
Oh, this
from
is
the
just
hill.
pure
Still get
chaos.
another slash from Jay-Z.
What in the world?
The Katana making the plays here, but here comes the death machine. Jay-Z
Ooh, big
is
death
going
machine
left and
shots.
forward that death machine. This is where the death machine is very, very good, AJ. And now 57 to 50.
Nobody's getting any time, and this is usually a money hill.
Omega just contesting the hill. Jay-Z first
Oh
in, first
my
out as well, but
gosh.
DG getting that push here, but they're all gonna get stunned. But
What
just like
in
that,
the
DG
world?
Gets that 10 seconds left.
Oh,
That
10
was
seconds
the most
scrap points for
chaotic
Dunia Games,
P3.
but it's something where it will be very, very effective and useful in this matchup because Dunia Games, from the get-go, they were going in there
Alright.
for the challenge, not allowing
Omega's got the
Esports
early
to pick
control
those
again.
points up. Finally winning
See if
the
they can
final
hold it.
gunfight. They take a very, very well-deserved scrap time. And now over at Basketball Court, is it going to be
Alright.
a similar situation? Opened up by Omega
Not an
Esports,
ideal range.
but that pressure flank now
Is there
coming
anybody
through from the
not
side of
using?
Dunia
Is
Games.
Idra the
They're
only
trying
one
to
not
spot
using the
out
MX9?
Captain JC with the opportunity shuts down
Okay,
Jeff with his
ZZ's using the
MX9,
Holger.
and this is
Do I
the
see it?
play
Oh, we
which
see a
will
Goliath
allow
on the way
Omega
in.
Esports
Uh-oh.
to make their comeback, but the XS1
Uh-oh.
Goliath set up now. Candy trying to take him out.
Oh, that's
Infinity
huge.
Back, being sent through.
Oh
and
my
XS1
gosh.
Goliath eaten up.
That was big brain. But they get the break anyway. Oh, man. They take out the Goliath and still get broken. Oh, that's rough. Idra is doing everything right now.
Yes, he
Oh
gets
my
Idra making the play. Should be able to use the Predator now, AJ, but saving it for that.
Oh
next
my
throw.
gosh,
You see
he's
Omega
putting the
getting that
team on
control
his
in that last
back.
10 seconds, and now the rotation's gonna come through. Idra gets taken out, but Omega on finally
Crazy.
that 100-point mark, AJ, and it's gonna be the fight for that middle hill, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. And this is exactly where things get spicy.
That was a big hold for Omega. They needed that.
From Dunia Games, clearly the ones who are going to be there first. 103.
Idra is the X factor right now. He just gets dropped right there.
But the defense on Central
DG
Garden
finally
going
has
to be
early
very,
rotation.
very tough. A couple of
First time
nades
they've had
in
it
there for the
since
opener, and then you rush in,
P2.
knock them out, crush as well as Whoopi. The best combo in here. But as Whoopi gets dropped by Jet Sky, can this be won by Omega
Ooh,
Esports? They seem to be
Jet
losing
Sky.
their gunfights
He's
left,
been the
right,
best player for
center,
DG
and
for
Dunia
the majority of the
Games
tournament.
to be able to catch up and overtake Smart Omega.
I believe it's Jet Ski,
And now
but
we do see
maybe it's Jet Sky.
104 to
Who knows?
103, AJ. Here comes the Predator missile coming in from DG. Will take
Big
out
kill.
one, but here comes the
Gets
double
information
double,
too.
but Omega, they still have a lot of
Wow,
time here. The
they're
game's
holding
over
this
here, AJ.
so well. How do they not have the info on
rotations
where he
running
is?
through,
He's been in the
but
same
Omega,
corner for the entire
right now,
hardpoint.
this final hill, AJ,
Wow, they're
the push
playing
is
this
gonna come through.
just
15 seconds left.
impeccably.
If you're Omega, all you have to do is play that rotation,
They
but
still
if
got two
Kenny
people.
can make the play,
Concussion.
one take out two players, one more player to beat. This is gonna be huge for Omega. Final 8 seconds left. Jet Sky is gonna
Oh
get
my
taken out.
gosh.
That's gonna be huge time.
They
And
get the
now
scrap
those
time, but
are
it's not worth
but,
it.
AJ, you do
Oh
see
my
that
gosh,
he's
you gave
very
up so much
tough in that
map
next one.
control.
That's
They've
a
got
sentry
3
as
players
well.
in top laundry.
One push for Omega and one hold for
And a
GG.
sentry.
Yeah, for me, Candy was the playmaker for the side.
Oh,
of
man.
Esports moments ago at the Central Garden.
Dunia
I think
might
it's
take game
not
1.
about those plays or the fight
Sentry
that
gun's
he finally
gone. That's
managed to
good, but
win
you
at the
gotta
very
hurry.
end. But let's talk about Idra just doing a
Jay-Z
lot of
gets
the
taken
heavy
out.
lifting, taking out that sentry there as well.
Kendy's gotta
and
win this.
breaking down the defense
Kendy doesn't
that
win
these
it.
players have over at Laundry, but it hasn't
Crush.
been enough. The backup needs to
Gravity
come through.
spikes
Omega
missed.
Esports
Why are you
challenging for
using
that
gravity
hardpoint, losing
spikes?
the battle.
Why
And
are
now
you
39
using gravity
to
spikes?
finish things off. A
Oh my
beautiful Predator
gosh.
missile dropped in, takes absolutely nobody hostage with it.
Oh,
135
the
to 109.
P5 and the
Dunia
P1.
Games trying to run away with this, but on that point, one game, one playmaker.
Oh my
on the
gosh,
side of
Omega's
Omega
gotta make
Esports
something happen.
opens up that hard point.
It opens up that gravity for extending things around, but Crush will
I
get
don't think
taken
they
out
can
in
win
the
it.
game. 10 seconds left. They have to contest here. Here comes a contest from one player.
They're
What
just
gotta
throwing
do?
bodies
Takes
at the
out one.
hill.
Actually, Kenny making the play. It's gonna be a 1v1. Kenny right now fighting for his life. Finally gets taken out. It's
Wait.
scrap time. It's good.
They gotta
He's
get
not
out and
gonna give
rotate.
up this
They
time.
gotta
don't
rotate
need
now.
this. They
Rotate
have
now.
to
Rotate
work
now.
on that
Rotate
next
now.
one. And here comes the push coming
Right
in.
now,
They
DG
have
has
the
spawns.
opportunity to
Bunch
Big
of
kill on
kills.
the
Oh my
left.
gosh, a quad feed.
DAB, and now
Oh my gosh, a quad
Omega,
feed.
They have control here, but they can't lose any gunfights here.
Oh my
And here
gosh.
comes the
And they got a gravity
vortex.
vortex.
Still make the player
Front of the hill.
Kenny. The gravity vortex will open things up. Take out 2 players.
He still has another shot to work with.
Another one as well.
Oh my
Quad
gosh.
feed inbound.
Omega.
And now Sentry Gun down.
Holy
and Omega,
frick.
they're gonna make this comeback, AJ.
Well,
Oh,
let's
he's
see
so
if one of
weak.
The Kings of Comeback will actually be able to get
No
it done
way.
on one of the
Oh my
grandest
gosh, they
days
might
of
be
them
able to
all.
make it
Omega
happen.
Esports now have to win all of the gunfights. Whoopi running out of time.
Gotta
He
win a
drops,
big one.
and the
Oh, they
death
lose
machine
that
shut
one.
down. It did not come through
Oh,
for
no,
the guy.
but the
Jet Sky
concussion.
winning his gunfight is the kind of pressure
Oh, I don't
that
think they have the
DG
pressure to get back in.
to run away with this matchup. But the
Whoa.
challenge from the side of Omega
Quad feed.
Esports continuously
Quad
comes through.
feed.
Yes, they get the fight. Yes, they get the hill. But immediately won back by Dunia Games as well. Then getting a lot
Oh,
of the heavy
no.
lifting done for themselves. A 3-man
Oh, they
push coming
lost
through,
all the
and Dunia
gunfights.
Games wins out the first match, 150 to 131.
Yeah, it was just really too
Oh
much
my
for DG.
gosh.
They got that triple push in the end, AJ. And Omega.
These hardpoint games have been so ridiculous.
Rotation, the sentry goes a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. AJ for
Okay.
OMG. But, you know, Dunia
Let me play back at 2 times speed so we can catch up. Holy frick. So many quad feeds for like both teams. Oh wow, they got outslayed so hard. It should not have been that close. Jet ski was +6. Zen was +12. Should not have been that close. Crazy.
Look at the board back. Okay, we've got raid. What do we do with it? We allow it to be on the table. It's definitely going to be
it's Fergan chat?
for a search and destroy, and we're potentially going to
That
lose
was crazy.
in, you know, looking at what has happened in the competition so far. Very brilliantly pulling it into Hardpoint.
Do you think the Vortex is good? I think it's underrated. Especially for Hardpoint. I think the Vortex is trash for Domination.
Indeed, AJ.
But I think it can be really useful for...
When it came down to that the second rotation, AJ, with that sentry gun, really changed the game. That 6-man alone.
What am I trying to say? I think it can be really useful in
OMG. They
Hardpoint.
had to go up against other players there before facing that sentry gun. You know, we did see
especially like when you know where the other team's spawning, where they're going to be coming in from. Edit your tweet. What about it?
At the end, AJ, a little bit too much there. But now we're gonna move on to game number 2. Firing
what about my tweet?
Map pick of Omega. And let's see.
You know you can't edit tweets, right? How far in the bracket? This is match 2. Blacklist beat Sharper. Match 1.
Games destroy Smart Omega on this map.
Omega won the game? No, Omega lost.
Been, you know, showing and not showing up on. Every time they've stepped into firing range,
why are you looking so yummy?
Or been taken all the way
don't know.
Round number 11, where they have
Vortex is a nerf shield? No, they function completely differently.
Up happened against M42, where it was in that round 11.
They're both used for zoning, but they're completely different.
Specifically to AFM, WDC, as well as M9, firing range, search and destroy. DG has
so is the games for stage 5 selection? Wait, what?
Those S&Ds on firing range.
Can I G8?
That's the pick coming in from Omega, but then again,
I don't know.
Those losses were
Anybody know?
very close. AJ, it was always 6-5. It was always 6-4.
Anybody know if they G8 kinetic?
Like it's gonna change here, but then again, Omega very, very well known for S&D. You know, Whoopi with those snipes and crushes being ultra aggressive. Best player in the Philippines. So
yeah,
no, you have a lot of stuff here. So I feel like Omega, they just have to work their way on this S&D.
Well, let's jump on into this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is going to be
Kinetic and Cluster Striker banned. Really?
By Smart Omega.
Cluster Strike?
They will be able to get this matchup. They take it on against Dunia Games Esports, who have the ball.
You wrote Sharper gonna win? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry that I can't predict the future. Let me go delete my tweet because I can't predict the future. LOL.
Smart Omega should be able to
literally everybody thought that nobody thought that Blacklist was winning that.
Or probably get,
I didn't see a single tweet of somebody predicting that Blacklist was winning that one.
We'll spot one, but we'll just shoulder peek it. Information is given. And here we go again, AJ. The offense from DG. Just really struggling all the time on offense. They always try to
because players use it as a UAV. Oh.
You're Dunia Games, you have no fear. Might as well just go in
Whoopi is the S&D X factor. The fact that he got first blood right there is massive. That's huge.
Oh, smart plays by Whoopi, immediately backing away. Oh, gets the checker on the stun as well.
Ooh.
And the information will be relayed over to the rest of his team members.
In concussion.
The meantime, takes a couple of wall bangs, finds absolutely
Tactician
nobody,
concussion?
but this one sniper has managed to scare away the
Cluster
rest
after
of the
updates like a UAV? Okay. Yeah, I guess it
all
makes
up to
sense that they
Captain
banned
JZ.
it.
Opening up, and he takes ZZ down. And the bomb now on the ground. Captain
No way.
JZ
Oh
making the
my.
play, gets a double for himself, and Idra finishes it off as Smart Omega opens up strong.
When's LAN happening? December is what everybody's guessing.
That's what I'm talking about. I know it's only first round, but I'm gonna keep on repeating it.
Quality's so bad.
Offense is not working at all. They have to find something.
It is what it is.
Get trailer control if you want, or maybe rush together. You know,
if you want to watch my stream in higher quality, you can watch over on Trovo.
I know it's only the first round, but
Trovo.live/BobbyPlays.
I'm not understanding exactly why this map was not banned. If they're definitely playing it, you know, in this
DG
way.
isn't great in S&D.
I think things are going to change around.
I mean, that's good for Omega because
they are setting up something special here.
You don't want to get down 2-0.
Trying to reclaim the throne of the best sniper in the Philippines. But is he going to be able to hit all of those snipes? Idra shuts down Venom. It is a 5-on-4 situation now as the bomb once again
Whoopi has not been himself
exactly
recently. He needs to have a big tournament.
The numbers not looking good on the side of Dunia Games.
Yeah, not
If
looking
Omega
good
if
for
Omega's gonna make it to the
AJ.
finals, he's
And
gonna
now
be
it's gonna be a 5 versus
the one.
4, but Ihan takes out Idra, and there we go.
Oh
That's
my
what you
gosh,
need
this
there.
is so
Let
laggy.
Ihan find a way for you to push, and here comes the push, but we'll spot too.
It keeps like
Stun
randomly
phase,
dropping
will get
frames.
stun as well, has that attack mass in hand. AJ, very good push coming in here. Candy will work with his teammate. It's gonna be a 4 versus 2 now. 2 players go
Whoopi
down.
gets
Jeff
another.
gets taken out, and AJ, things are not looking well for.
Wikipedia has a
Side
countdown for
versus-
stage 5. It says
Well,
6
my
weeks
son
and
is
3
finding his
days.
scopes here. That's gonna be a
Interesting.
great opener for the side of Smart Omega as Whoopi hits a 4-kill round.
6
Smart
weeks
Omega.
and 3
I
days
think I
from
might just scream it
today.
out in this particular matchup, Jericho.
I mean, you should. It's warming up, AJ. It's warming up.
It's
Production.
November
gotta watch
23rd?
Whoopi.
No
Gotta
shot.
watch Whoopi. But now it's
That would
gonna
be
a
on,
5v5
like,
again,
Thanksgiving.
2-0 AJ. And same
No way.
offense coming in from DG. Not a lot of innovation coming
Oh!
through.
Ooh my gosh.
Oh,
4
oh,
kills for Whoopi off the
he's
start.
using
That's a really
AJ
good sign.
here. But still, stalemate again.
How much
AJ.
they win from this?
Another
They
two
win a
versus
spot
one.
in stage 5.
Jericho.
I mean, if-
Is it dropping
Yeah, I mean,
frames?
if you're up 2-0, you could
Is it
be
still
this
gonna keep
aggressive.
dropping
I
frames
like
if I
for
drop
them,
it
but
down to...
DG, they gotta adjust.
Because it's not giving me like the loading
Whoopi
wheel.
is teasing AJ here. But still, stalemate again, AJ. And another
Too
slow
aggressive
round.
for my liking, though, Jericho. Guys
I mean,
gonna
if-
give me a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, if you're up 2-0, you could be this aggressive, AJ. I like it from them, but
Maybe...
they gotta adjust.
But you know,
Come on.
but you know,
I
mistakes
paused
are
my
something that
my
you
other
cannot
stream,
afford.
so hopefully
2-0
if the
in
issue
such
was
a
my
destroy,
garbage
it's
download
nothing,
speed,
man.
then
You know,
that fixes
things
it.
can turn around so quickly. Even a 5-0 on Search and Destroy against Junior Games, absolutely nothing. But now, as I say that Idra as well as JC, they find
Ooh,
ZZ and Ihan.
another
Jeff taken
pig,
down by
man.
Idra, the best player and the
DG
better player. And it's
cannot
gonna be
find
JC with the backstab. And the
anything.
setup for the 5-on-1
Wow.
is
They're just
now
in
on
shambles.
with only one final player. Zen trying to survive, perhaps getting a clutch, manages to shut
I can't
down
tell
Whoopi.
if
Great backstab, but the
Omega is, like,
information has
this
gone
good in
out.
S&D right
Everybody
now.
knows exactly where he is, or at the
Or if
very
DG's
least,
just
the
terrible.
rough position. Zen now might get caught out by the numbers, but he needs to make a play. A well-placed nade
Tough to
might
tell.
be able to shut down Idra, and that's exactly what he needs. Idra needs to back away. Hit marker gets
Oh,
a double,
wait.
maybe,
Ooh.
but Candy just a little too good.
Yeah,
Are they
number
using that
2
reticle? I don't
just
know.
Really doing the work there for you. 3-0 now, AJ. And Omega looking very good on S&D. Can DG answer back? You know, Venom, Jeff, and ZZ still.
They should
yet
fix
to
the
find a kill
spectating glitch
here.
for hipfire.
On the other
Yeah.
side, Crush.
How
He's
has
just
this
there
guy not
chilling,
been
AJ.
banned?
And Whoopi 6. I think there's one player who's 6, and no, I think it's JZ, AJ. And now here comes the rush. I like this from
Oh.
DG. This is what you need. Whoopi takes
Yeah,
out
they gotta
ZZ,
get aggressive,
but they can still
but
force it in. Here comes the fight.
I think
AJ.
it's just gonna backfire.
But players from the side of Smart Omega, they back away. Luving just crushed in deep inside of
Oof.
warehouse number 4, and a little bit of backup coming through from Idra as well. And I like the setup, seeing that Whoopi has backed away
Ooh,
all
yeah,
the way
that's a tough one to
towards
win.
auto repair. You get
I don't know
the
why you're
sniper
pushing
out
that
of there
angle
at
with
the
a
very
Holger.
first sign of danger. Later on, he
Oh.
can come in for the access. Candy as well as Crash jumping
Wow.
out. He's shut down. Candy gets a
Ooh.
double piece for himself.
Wow.
So quick. Junior Games shut
Sheesh.
down. And with a great setup from start to end.
Which is the
it
best
seems like Omega
DLQ
Esports
according to
might
you?
just run away with this.
Yeah,
I really
looks
like the
it is,
OG
and
red
there you go,
action.
JZ,
I'm like a
7 in
minimalist type of
0
guy, so I like the
AJ.
OG red action a lot.
And Candy 3
There's
and
multiple
0.
DG
Great
players
plays
that have
coming
0
in
kills.
for of the side of Smart Omega.
4 rounds in.
DG, no answer at all. Here comes another delay strat. They're just having a hard time in this S&D, AJ.
Oh, and that hit marker is going to be something that Whoopi does not like. Let's see if or not he goes with the stun check first. Another
Why
one
would he go
coming
for the stun
towards him.
check if he
That's
can
gonna
see over
be
top?
a frag that's not going to be able to find him at all. Junior Games, they back away, but with the loss of Idra, this is going to be quite a tough situation.
That's a good
to
stun
hold
check.
on to. And
Yeah,
now he's
that-
back
if-
coming in.
how have
towards
they
the
not gotten a hit
A-bomb
marker
side.
on him?
And yes,
Wait,
we do
I was
see the
about to
trophy
say.
system set up through as well. Ihan
Yeah,
as
they'll
well
win
as
this
Venom
round.
winning their gunfight, and this should be a bomb plant that
Unless
Smart Omega
Whoopi
cannot
pulls
prevent.
off a miracle.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what we like from DG. The adjustment, it took them a while, but now they have
Not
something going
happening.
here. Whoopi on a 1v1 sniper battle, but
Not
Ihan decides
happening
not to
right
use it
there.
anymore.
We went
We'll
sniper
take him
battle.
out. This could be a
Gotta do an
1v4
MX9.
here. All up to Candy will get one, but finally gets hit
Wah,
by
wah.
ZZ, and finally DG Esports gets in the board. And
Favorite
I like
map?
that final
Probably
round,
firing
they
range.
lose one, don't get 5-0, but now stretch of sides. Let's see if back on defense, or will Omega end it in the next 2 rounds.
7-1 for
I think
JZ.
Today Games
Good
desperately
lord.
needs to make a comeback in here. They were quite cheeky.
I guess
and
that means he
moving
was
on very
7-0
aggressively towards that
before he
B
died
bomb
last
site.
round.
He punished them 2 of
Crazy.
those, 5 rounds. Let's see if they can make it through back in here once again. Dunia Games with a very aggressive defense. Zen running all over the map, looking for some players. Crush getting caught out, and it's going to be Venom who goes in for the
Oh
kill.
my
Venom
gosh,
finds
this is
Whoopi as well.
chaos.
The numbers don't look good for Smart Omega. It's a 3-2. Venom inside of the white warehouse. Candy shuts him down. ZZ looking for him.
Oh, you gotta hit those. What are you doing? Oh, but his teammate's there.
But Ihan is there for the backup.
1v1.
Indra will be able to trade one out, leaving us in a 1 versus 1. The attacking side of Smart Omega. The bomb plant.
I was about to say, no way he wins that with the Holger, right?
Gunfight, and the defusal is
Holger
gonna be
versus
possible.
MX9 in that
Dunia
situation is
Games
just
making it back
not
2
easy to
4.
win.
Yeah, I mean,
Standoff's like 10 times better than firing range. Cap.
Just a little bit faster.
Firing range.
42 now.
There's literally not a game mode that firing range is bad
Try to
for.
slow things down now. You know, you tried that rush here, but you still have a lot of rounds here to work with. Try to slow it down. You know,
Standoff is not great for
But
Dom.
DG, defense is going really, really well here. Let's see what happens here. AJ, but we do see very aggressive again from Omega. They want to get that trailer control.
I mean, you can say no cap as much as you want to, but you're wrong.
Crush, and now it's gonna be a 4 versus 5.
Oh, this is one of the most aggressive defending sides that I've
Yeah,
seen.
why
and
are
these
you
games
playing
will be
defense
paying
like
a
this?
high price for it, just like they are in this round if they continue with that sort of an approach. Idra, yes,
It's so
he almost
balanced?
got
Nah.
taken down by
Blue
ZZ,
side's
but
stronger.
That's not going to be a situation they will not be able to cope with. And with that bomb plant now, ZZ has to go in for this aggressive plays. The quick scope maybe. Oh, Shoddy manages to punish Idra, who was not very careful with his position. And a 3-3, a great opportunity for DG Esports to turn it around. But Whoopi finding that scope. Venom will be able to trade it out.
What?
It
Why are
drops
you?
us in a
What?
2-2.
The what?
JZ
The
takes Venom
what?
out. It's a now 2 versus 1. Ihan, the sniper, he should have an MX9 on him as well. Should be able
Sees
to
the
catch
top of his
JZ,
head. Oh my
spots his
gosh,
head,
what a shot.
punishes him
Oh,
very
but
well,
Whoopi.
Whoopi
Told you he's gonna be the
saves
X Factor.
day. 5-2 match point for the Filipinos.
Very good plays coming in. The adjustment, I like it coming in from Omega.
It's all opinion
Now,
based.
one
It is
round
opinion
away,
based, but there's no
this
actual
series of
argument that
AJ.
standoff is
Your DG.
10 times better than firing range.
You gotta be perfect here anymore. You gotta.
You
be
can
perfect
prefer
and
standoff
have
to firing
mistakes
range, but
here.
there's no legitimate
Let's see what
argument
happens
for
here.
it being
Ihan
10
does
times
that.
better.
Will be very aggressive again. AJ. Another aggressive round coming in from DG.
I want eyes on Whoopi, man. JC inside a white warehouse. Jeff might be able to punish him. Jumps up together with his friend, and they should be able to put up a lot of pressure. Now, Nade being sent towards the side of the bomber does not get a checker, but yes, there was a hit marker on him. He
Oh
needs to
my
be Very,
gosh.
very patient. Candy
These guys
backs
are
away
so
with the
aggressive in
bomb.
S&D.
Ihan looking for these scopes, and it looks like the pressure onto that A side is what Smart Omega's looking for, and it's what they will.
6-2
But
prediction.
Zen, with the very aggressive approach, might be
I
able
think-
to
I
shut
think
down a
DG
player.
gets one more
He takes
round.
Candy out of the equation, but immediately gets traded out by JZ.
I think they get one more round right here.
Jericho.
Yeah, 4 versus 3, 3 versus 4. Indeed, AJ bomb.
Summit's
is
also
down
good,
here.
yeah.
But Whoopi,
I think Summit's very underrated.
find that bomb. And ZZ takes out Edra. It's now going to be a 2 versus 4 AJ. And I think they know there are going to be people here, but here comes the push. Jeff. Bomb is
All
gonna
right,
go down.
Plim said
Jeff
it.
will get back. We'll get that information.
Except
We'll
for
spot 2 players.
except for Hardpoint.
Here
Yeah, I
comes
would
DG
agree.
coming in
I
from
think
DG.
standoff's a better Hardpoint map.
Lucky for Whoopi, he did not get taken down, but
Oh!
playing shots coming through from Ihan. Snuffs out Whoopi, and
That spot
information
just
play
doesn't
is
make
just
any
stellar.
sense, but
Coming
it
through
still
from
impresses
Dunia
me every
Games
time I see it.
Esports. They will try to equalize, but still quite a way to make it that 3-5 so far. Let's
Do you
see
think
if they
CODM
can
should
hold
bring night
Omega
mode
Esports at that match
in
point
rank
whilst
maps
they try to
for
push us
standoff
into round
Halloween?
number 11.
I mean, they can. I don't really care one way or another.
AJ
I feel like
now 5-3.
it was cool
Slowly
to
but surely,
see
DG working their way
Halloween
back
standoff
on
come
this
back
game
one
number
time,
2,
but
or
now that's
will
coming back the
Omega
third time.
push
It's
it
kind of
out?
like,
Takes out Whoopi. 4 versus
can we get
5
something new?
immediately now,
You know?
AJ and Omega still struggling here, but they can go for this.
Wait, is Whoopi dead? Is that what he said? I wasn't paying
Area,
attention.
AJ.
I think he is.
Let's
That's
see
not
what
good.
happens here, number 5. Send the timing is going to be impeccable.
Ooh.
Gets taken out by Crush. That's what you need. But
Traded.
Venom takes out Crush as well. Traded out. 3 versus 4. A minute and 30 seconds left. CC will spot Idra as well. 2 versus 4 AJ, and things are not looking well for the boys from Omega.
Yeah, because all of a sudden it's just super sloppy plays back to back from Smart Omega. Even
Yeah,
as they try
they're
to
getting
back away
sloppy
from
with
that
it.
Warehouse number 4
Raid?
from the B bomb site. They should have just kept it.
Raid's good, but it's with the new spawns, it's bad for Hardpoint. It's not a good Hardpoint map with the way they changed the spawns.
4-2. Smart Omega, are they
Definitely
gonna
good
be
map,
able to
though.
Make a comeback here. The answer is a no.
Laundra,
As when it
it's
shuts
also
down JC,
slightly
leaving
unbalanced for
Kenny the
bomb.
Bomb carrier all alone.
Laundry side is
All alone.
such a big
Indeed, AJ.
advantage.
Kenny will spot one, but
Wow,
Kenny
he
side
jumped out at the
makes
perfect
throw. That's
time.
very unfortunate.
Oh
Will spot
my
one more,
gosh,
but
that
the
timing
pinch
was
hit's gonna
so
come through.
bad for
5 to
him.
4, AJ. Round 10 coming up next. Will we go to round 11 or will Omega
Uh-oh.
pull it off already?
Excellent play
Uh-oh.
from these
No
players.
shot they
Let's
throw
see if
this,
or not they
right?
will be able to step up to the plate and
Whoopi's
grab
9 and
this
5.
victory finally. Smart Omega,
He hasn't
they've
been playing
sitting
like this in
down on
ages.
this match point for quite a while
Not really
now.
ages, but
Junior
oh
Games
my
pushing
gosh, if he
an
hits that
amazing
wall bang,
comeback,
that was
and
inches
it is gonna
away.
be Ihan scoping down shooting range. That A bomb side has been covered. Kendi moving towards there as well. Whoopi trying to clear out this area, and this is the opportune moment for Ihan to prove that he is the better sniper. Is he gonna be able to take these early shots?
Oh
Will
my
Whoopi be
gosh.
punished? That's potentially
Zen
going
can
to
play
decide
spoiler right
exactly
here.
how
They
this round
let him
goes
get
here.
way pushed
Yeah,
up.
that is true, AJ. Now, very important gunfight here for Zen and
This is
Crush.
huge.
Timing, Call of Duty timing. Oh my. Here we go.
Oh my
Zen,
gosh.
I think he heard Crush there, AJ. It's gonna be 1 minute and 10 seconds left. No one is moving at all. But this is such a.
You saw the
this one
nade
does
go
spot
out.
That grenade, AJ, and the stun as well. But they get stunned over at A. It's gonna be a gunfight. Crush gets
Zen
taken
wins
out by
it.
Zen. It's gonna be a 4 versus 5. Ihan trying to send someone on the smoke, but
Oh no,
when
it looks like
Formation is
Omega's
given,
throwing.
Hydra, he has to make the player, AJ. There's gonna be 2 players.
They were up 5-2.
What kind of timing will he get, AJ?
They're
Is
down
it
2
gonna be
guys
these
now.
kinds of timing, and I think he will just able
Oh no.
to get 1 player off. We'll spot
All right,
one.
they finally get
One more
one.
player to beat
They
there,
can get
and
2.
that is
Oh, he gets
perfect
turned
timing,
on.
but Venom takes him out, AJ, and now it's gonna be a 2v4.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this
Oh,
is
they're
what I was
falling
talking
apart.
about, right? Are we gonna
Huge
see
snipe.
Omega
Look at Bomb.
Esports
Look
get
at Bomb.
bought out by
Look at
the
Bomb.
play? Oh no, Whoopi pulls out the shorty a little bit too late and gets punished by Jeff.
Oh,
Smart
no.
plays, but unfortunate. Junior Games Esports actually managed
Omega's
to hold
throwing.
Omega Esports back and equalize, forcing us into the tiebreaker round
Oh,
number 11
no.
as Junior Games takes that bomb right back into their hands. Are they going to get aggressive or will they play it slow? It'll all depend on this, but Whoopi needs to be eliminated first. If the best sniper from the Philippines is left alive, it will be very tough for them to take this matchup back. Zen with a very aggressive
Oh my
move
gosh,
in
this
towards
aggressive
the
and
bomb
nobody's
site.
died
Goes
yet?
Dredges off Crush from the
Oh,
and they
no,
will be
Jay-Z,
able
you've
to
gotta
drop
win
Jay-Z
that.
out of the equation as well. And this is a 5 versus 4.
Oh, no,
CZ
they're
Zen
throwing.
will be able to drop
Why are
Crush.
you
The
pushing
bomb
in one at a
finally
time?
going down onto the ground.
To a
Venom
bomb site
holding
where
the
they're full
back
setting.
down.
Oh, they're throwing.
It's just a GG. Do not pick
Oh,
firing range.
no.
Smart Omega. I told y'all.
I mean, he did call it. He said don't pick firing range.
The
Oh
comeback
my
is done.
gosh.
GG. Up 2-0 now.
Oh no.
Calm, cool, collected.
Omega threw that. They were up 5-2.
Number 2, AJ. And they shut me up, AJ.
Oh,
They've been
man.
playing really bad in all the
That's
SMDs,
gonna be
but this
tough to
one,
bounce back from.
They took this one because it was really important. And now, moving on to game number 3. Are we gonna see our first?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Blacklist is the best team in the Philippines.
So, I mean, obviously, it's really dangerous.
Oh
as a
my
shot
gosh.
caster to go out there and say, oh, you know, this team's
Oh,
not
it
really
just
their
feels
best.
like
This
Omega
team, you know,
keeps
they take
falling
it
apart
easy.
at the
It's
worst
really
time
going out
possible.
of your way to make a huge statement, but I guess this is why I make those huge statements.
I
right?
feel
Moments
bad
like
for
this,
them. Thanks for the trophy
where
action.
Junior Games just steps up and proves statements like that. Right. Firing
Man.
range was a huge smoke screen setup from the side of Junior Games all throughout the group stages.
Oh, and Whoopi had 10. Jay-Z had 9. It does kind of feel like that lost gunfight by tires.
Being played by Junior Games. Smart Omega does the exact same
That
thing.
opened up.
They drop
I mean,
certain
Omega
maps
just
on
played that
purpose, and
so
then they make
bad.
a crazy
They had
comeback
one
on this
random
map,
pusher by
just
tires,
to
one random
unmaking
pusher coming from
Junior
mid.
Games playing
They
the
just did
mind
not
games
play
of
as a
Smart
team
Omega
at
against
all.
them. And what do you know, my friend? It seems to be working like
I don't know. It just feels like their confidence is not like they played so well for the first half and they get in the position to win and then they just throw it away.
In S&D, it's better to have a 5-5 than in a 5-0 because it's harder to close out in S&D. That's what happened to Omega once they switched sides.
Oh,
they just
man.
had a very, very, very hard time here, AJ. And now it just costed
I
them.
want
They
to see
made that
how
comeback,
many
and now they're 1 game away from elimination, AJ.
How many viewers does the Facebook stream have?
Absolutely shocked with the way they have taken this. You know, just like Sharper Esports moments ago.
Oh, I forgot. It
matchup
only
was
shows
kind of
viewership by
lost
region,
at
which is
map
stupid.
in itself. but it is not all done and dusted just
Dang.
yet. It is a best out of 5. If we see Smart Omega,
I feel like Crush and
making a
Whoopi
final
are the two
second comeback
streaky
at the
players for
Domination
Omega that
map,
got to show
we
up.
might be able to see this still alive.
Crush has
for
just
a
not been
lot
there
of the
today.
Filipinos out there. And you know what? For the
Whoopi
sake of
was
the
not
competition
good?
as well,
What?
for the viewership,
Whoopi
because
had 10?
Smart Omega
What?
drops out. Like, I think half
do you mean
of
Whoopi
our
was not
viewership
good?
drops out together with them as well. But you know,
Reached
jokes
21K
aside,
for
this is the
Facebook.
team that has
Yeah, it's so
definitely been
stupid
in
that they
here
have the
from day
viewership
one,
split by region now, so you
constantly
can't even
fight up
track.
against Junior Games, constantly trying to grab that win as well. But as
Huge
we
disappointment
mentioned
for
and
everyone in the
discussed
Philippines
at
if
the
Omega
start of
lost.
the
I mean, on the
series,
bright side, you still got
history
Blacklist in the
shows that
competition, so
Smart
even though you
Omega
didn't
has not
expect that to be
been
the
very successful. And
the
I
team
guess
from the
the present
Philippines
time
that kept moving
shows
on, at
that
least
the
you got somebody to
success
cheer for.
will have to be very, very well and hard fought. Crossfire Summit standoff. Will the Filipinos be able to take this all the way, or is this going to end at Domination Crossfire? I think not.
Interesting to
because
see
Crossfire is
variation in
Smart
sniper
Omega's
usage.
map,
China's
and they
more
should be
Arctic,
able to
Garena,
dominate.
DLQ, and A
But
Locust.
after what we've just seen,
I mean,
there
they're
you
all
go.
so similar. I feel like most of it just comes down to preference, you know?
Anything goes indeed. But I mean, it is what it is. Actually, AJ. You know, they
Who
were
qualified?
really
This
struggling
is just the
from
playoffs
the
right now.
get-go. You know, DG. I was very harsh on them on that S&D.
If Omega loses this, are they out? Yep, single elimination bracket.
On that offense, AJ. But once it's the side switch, AJ, that's when they turned up, and then in that final round, they
Yeah,
switched
Q9
again,
beat
and they
FPXM
showed
4-0 in
that
China
over us.
Masters,
And then if
but
you're
both teams
Smart
qualified
Omega,
for stage
you
5.
just had to win one more round, but you know, DG adjusted in that final rounds. And now we're gonna see game number 3. Are we gonna see a 3-0 AJ, or are we gonna see a reverse sweep? Let's go game number 3.
Fortunately
Here we go.
for Omega, they have strong side in the second half, and they get B off the start. So this is the start that they needed.
And from the get-go, it looks like it's a double cap that A and B.
And Crush is hitting shotgun shots, so that's good as well. Whoa. Yeah, 2 of them.
Yes, he manages to win all
Yo.
of these gunfights. That B flag is
They're,
very
oh my
strong in
gosh,
the
they're
hands
dominating
of
off the
Smart
start.
Omega. Now, my biggest
He's got an
question is
AMAX that he
Smart
picked up
Omega
too?
going to go
Oh
in here
my.
for a spawn flip and then continue controlling the
Omega
C and B
is
flag
absolute
as the side
guns
Dunia Games
blazing
push
right
on
now.
because I feel
What?
like as soon as Dunia Games picks this B flag up, they should be aiming for that C
Oh
and
my
that spawn
gosh,
flip
all
because
right.
they will be able to overtake
Said
the
Crush
B
was going to be the X
instantaneously.
Factor in the
But that play should
respawns, and
only
he
come through
has come
once
to
they lose
play
that B
game
flag, because as
3.
long as
Oh
they've got a
my.
goal, there's no reason whatsoever to let go of this opportune situation.
Yo.
That is true, AJ. Very opportune time here, but Omega on that early lead finally gets it. And DG will slowly get that.
Oh
they're
my
struggling right now. You know,
gosh.
central bidding being controlled by Omega. I like this play coming in from them, and if you're a DG, you gotta work on that left side. But
Imagine
Crush
they
only gonna get
lose
laid out by
B
Venom.
from strong
That's
side.
leaving 2 more players inside,
I-
but Candy's still alive. Making
They're
it
stacking score streaks right now. Trophy system stops the Hunter.
Will not help, but the Candy
Oh,
will
the
go
double!
out too. The timing is
And he gets a
Candy
sentry.
went off there, and Candy working on that Goliath. We'll try to
Oh,
find that
they
player.
get the
We'll
shutdown
find-
right there. They get it back.
He has that Goliath.
Holy.
Oh, just
Oh my
absolute brilliant
gosh.
play. He sends
They
out the
just look
Hunter
like
to
a
the
different
drone,
team
but
right now.
Absolutely bots that, and then just jumps on in, takes a double kill for himself.
Oh
Smart
my
play, amazing
gosh.
From Kendi, but now 46 to 27. Dunia Games still trying to make a comeback through.
They're gonna
Yes,
triple.
The missile gets dropped, not super effective, and the triple cap.
They're tripling.
This is the moment. This is the moment that Smart Omega goes in.
Indridge
for the
is
spawn
spraying.
flip, and the setup is
Brother.
perfect. Triple has been put into
Oh
play.
my
and the
gosh,
B flag
Whoopi's
cap
gonna clear
coming
here.
through from the side of Dunia
Oh
Games, and
my
I think that's a
God.
bad idea. They have to focus on the A flag instead.
What am
and it's
I
a little bit
watching?
too late. They've wasted
This
those
is a
precious
team that's
moments,
down
and they've allowed
2-0?
Smart Omega to run away towards that 75-point mark.
Oh
Now,
my
until the
gosh,
goal
I
is
understand
sent
why
out,
they
gonna
picked
be able to do
Crossfire.
Absolutely nothing. JC, the captain himself, stepping on in with the
I
death machine, trying
mean-
to go in and spawn lock all of these players, but the trap is just unsuccessful as they make a play now.
I feel like at this point Omega would have to try. They've got freaking Goliath to work with. I feel like Omega would have to try in order
kinda
to throw
stuck
this lead.
indeed, AJ, but you know that's Candy making those huge plays and Crush.
Oh
you know,
my
you do see Candy with
gosh.
50 and 4 already, AJ, just in the first half alone.
That
But can they
1
keep
and
it up,
8,
or
2
will
and
Blue Jays
8?
make a comeback here? They have a Goliath, remember, AJ. So now
Kenny's
let's see what
15 and
happens. Blue Jays
4?
having that A and B side, the more favorable side here. Let's see
It-
what happens.
that's what I'm
Kenny,
saying. It
that's
just
what
feels
coming
like a
out now.
confidence
Look,
issue for
look,
Omega.
Kenny got a 16th kill,
Like
but
when
it's
they're
too late for
confident,
that.
they are just untouchable.
Nico coming in through Candy with the kill as well. Working on more score streaks.
Brother, they're gonna
And
get
like
B
this
off the
Omega,
start.
helping
You
Candy
might as
out
well
and
move on to
Candy
game 4.
to get
I love Smart Omega whenever they play on the Gorilla base side.
Can we just start game 4? What is Whoopi doing?
All of their gunfights, they truly show us exactly why they are the favorites within the Philippines.
Oh, he just gets hit in the face by a katana.
And Dyson, Jeff goes down, 88-43. Junior Games Esports.
Holy.
They are desperately trying to make their crawl way back in here. Access 1 Goliath popping out as well. Kendi's gonna be on the operations, and at the same time, he should be able.
This doesn't even feel like a difference of map pick. This just looks like a different team showed up completely. Yo, Kendi? I was about to say. Oh, big death machine. They're in triple camp territory already. And they're on weak side.
Good, but now Crush making those plays through, a double cap coming through. Whoopi trying to help him out as well. They pull that B flag back, and Smart Omega might be able to run away with it now, Jericho.
Might be able to run away. I mean, if they don't, then...
with this, AJ. 107-56 now, AJ.
That's just completely chalked if they can't run away with it, you know?
Just trying to push in one by one. You do need sentry gun from C.
Good defense from JC. Doing his job.
But DT actually hopping on here.
They're mad. Holy.
Blades coming in from Smart Omega, splitting all their gunfights.
Crush.
With that KRM, we'll shut him down.
Crush.
Now, we might see a game 4 here, AJ.
And
we might see a game 4? What do you mean we might see a game 4? Just start game 4. There's no reason to... Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, when he's hitting his shotgun shots, they win respawns. When Whoopi's hitting his snipes, they usually win the S&D until the entire team decides to throw.
Shut down is going to be Jeff from the back as well. Kendi making those monster plays. 19 kills so far.
Oh my gosh. They're just not losing the gunfight.
Absolute playmaker, a monster on Crossfire, and 134-17 now.
This is just absurd.
Manages to cap Kendi out, but it's just going to be a little too late.
The entire feed is Omega.
They've run away with this matchup already.
Oh my gosh.
Matchup indeed, AJ. 147-3. We're gonna go to a game number 4. Oh my God, saying goodbye. And DG, they had a chance, AJ. But
Crush Clove, best shotgun player in the world. Yeah, but he's underage, so it doesn't matter.
They should have just banned out that Crossfire from the get-go. I would have taken my chance against...
When you think about it, Omega did win the Dom in their matchup against Almighty as well, so does seem like their go-to game mode, but man.
Over at Hackneyard in comparison to Crossfire. 150-79,
that was
I believe the final score was. They couldn't
that was just disrespectful.
Game number 4, here we come, Jericho.
Here we come indeed, AJ, and things are looking bright for Smart, but they have to win 2 more games in a row.
I know you shorty. Yeah, it's so weird.
1 more to go, but then again, the next map
they use katanas and FHJs.
For Omega, they have that map pick, AJ. So let's see what happens here. Look at the scoreboard: the 21, 22, 18, 15, 12, and if you're looking at DG, it's really hard to see, AJ. You know, Venom with 17. Yes, and then Jeff with 9, ZZ with 5, Zen with 11,
triple neg,
with 6.
quad neg, double neg.
But DG struggling.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but you know, my heart goes out to
they
Crush,
got completely
because, you know, after
dumpstered.
winning that matchup, he goes out with a fist bump and everybody just slaps his fist. I don't get it. I hate it when people do that to me when I go out for a fist bump. But Crush, I understand exactly how you feel, man. And
Katana's OP. It's really not.
And then people still slap his hands. I don't get it.
Might be the best melee.
Crush, I understand exactly how you feel. 150-79, they finish off this Domination Crossfire. I don't know if or not the
sub to Bobby on Trovo if they reverse sweep.
For the series
lit. All right, let's go Omega.
I think Dunia Games would have been a little bit unnerved.
Imagine Blacklist versus Omega again.
Summit, we know it's
that would be pretty crazy.
Map, and Guerrilla Squad is exactly where the side of Dunia Games
nobody expected Blacklist to win that match against Sharper.
Matchup from. And when you move on into its Hardpoint from the Guerrilla base, access into control room number 2 is going to be super duper favorable. You move on into the second
this map has potential.
But my question is, will we actually see
for Omega to go big?
Flip coming through from
once again, it's going to come down to Crush hitting those shotgun shots.
Pull that sort of a play off from the get-go. We might be able to see them cap that second position as well, because I've almost never seen them
Blacklist had better connection.
Control of spawns.
Makes sense.
For that second hard point. So the first hard point
is crazy how much of Like at this
Yeah,
level
it's
of
gonna be very,
competition,
very
just
tough,
comes down to
AJ,
ping and
Remember,
devices.
spawns here for Omega. They have that the advantage here in my opinion. But DG.
What do you think, Bobby?
Omega
I mean,
for that
Omega
second kill,
has
but
they
DG,
have
they're
the
gonna get that
ability to
second
do
floor
it.
control.
It
Let's
just
see
comes
what
down
happens
to
here. If they're gonna hold here, but we do see
they're a streaky team. If they're hitting their shotgun shots, they win.
That first one, and they don't mind Crush. Crush gets through clearly, but he just misses
What?
those shots. But he
Oh,
will get
nice,
through
nice.
There he
AJ.
is.
But now here we comes the push.
Oh, look at this, man. Invade straight up from Captain JC.
Big for Venom. Wow.
And they do spawn it out towards the Gorilla base. And this hole from Crush as well as Captain JC is going to be solid. Yes, they take over the
Oh
spawns
my gosh,
over at
Jet
Gorilla
Ski is
base.
owning the
Trying to be
hard point
won
right
back
now.
by Zen now going in for the shutdown. Wins it back for the
To
side
be
of
honest,
Dunia Games.
P1 is
And
not a
deploy,
good
and
shotgun
the
point
play from the
anyway.
smart Omega immediately
The hard
shut
point
down
is so
by
spread out
Dunia.
that there's
Yes,
not a
they
lot
did
of
go in for the
opportunities to
spawn
use the
blitz.
shotgun
They focused on
effectively.
it a little bit too
It's a
much.
much
And
better
Dunia Games,
MX9
if they
point than it
manage
is
to
a
run away
shotgun
with
point.
it, still not really out of their hands just yet.
They're
Maybe
getting
because of the
uh-oh.
second hard point. Like we said, the second hard point and the favor
Uh-oh.
goes to the side of Smart Omega, and they've almost never lost this spawn control for that second hard point. So I kind of feel in the second one it should swing their way a little bit, but 51 points.
51-0.
Over a team like Smart Omega, I would have never thought that would be possible in one hard point.
I mean, you already let them snowball score
That
streaks.
that has a sentry gun.
Whoopi,
And
you
also
gotta get
a
around the
venom
corner.
missile inbound. AJ is looking very,
Oh, big
very
win.
well, but now finally Omega finally gets that.
Pretty sure they lost spawns. Yup.
56-1.
This
here.
might be
AJ,
chalked.
Things are not looking well for Omega. They have to start making this comeback. AJ 57-3 here, but Crush
And
is
that's
gonna get
why
taken
you
out as
learn how to
well.
use the MX9 instead of
Not looking
sticking
back
to
right
your
here. They're just
shotgun
going
when the
all
shorty's
in with
available.
this,
Now the players from Smart Omega, they have got the spawn, and the Predator missile does not come through. It's not been activated by these players. Why? Because they don't seem to be winning a majority of their gunfights.
Oh my
Venom
gosh,
just
they're
going
getting
in, snuffing out a
obliterated.
sentry pulled out at the edge platform, and the spawn's won over
Might be
by
the end of
Dunia
the
Games
road.
as well. This seems to be a walkover victory, and Dunia Games actually going in for an early setup over
It's
at
crazy
tabletop
that this
platform.
is a
Yes,
team
scrap points picked
that
up
like
by
the
Smart
entire
Omega,
team
but
was
10
going
seconds
double
ain't gonna
positive
do jack
in
as
Dom.
they move on in to
Oh, and they
tabletop
lost one.
platform.
Yeah, it's chalked.
This is the third hard point play, and Dunia Games opening it
No
up
spawns.
with the death machine, and I feel like that's gonna be a premonition for Smart Omega. Absolute death as
They're
they step on
getting
in. Venom taking out
absolutely
JC and Whoopi,
dominated.
and that's exactly what. Oh, the sentry set up just before getting taken down manages to actually make the play before dying as well.
Oh
What can
man,
Dunia Games
and
now,
the Pred
Jericho?
missile.
It's just pretty much all out war, but Whoopi is there for the trade.
As long as you don't have spawns.
But the push is coming through. Send the
Yikes,
missile
this
takes
is
out two.
ugly.
And Omega, they have to push in now. They can't push it together. You have to go one by one. And
Ugh.
the plays will be happening here now, AJ. But it's looking really, really bad here, AJ. And
Yeah, it is looking really, really
But if you're
bad.
Omega, you have a long way to climb.
Crush, put the freaking shotgun away! You got one kill! Oh my gosh. You gotta be able to adapt.
Impossible situation to actually pull through.
It shouldn't take you this far into the game with one kill to understand you gotta put the shotgun away.
Recovering a matchup
He
like
just
this
got his
against
second
a
kill.
team like Dunia Games Esports.
Chat, you remember that
Pretty
one time I
much
said Crush was gonna be the
impossible.
X Factor in
Not even
respawns?
played by Smart Omega. They scurry on through to the blue radar station as we can see a sentry set up from the side of Dunia Games.
Yeah,
to
you
run
gotta be
away
able to
with this
adapt
matchup.
faster than
And
that.
The spawns being locked by Gorilla Base. Sorry, by
Like-
Dunia Games as well at the Gorilla Base, and that's gonna be all that is needed and all that it will take.
It's chalked.
To shut down the Philippines. 132 to 22 now. Dunia Games, the Indonesians trying to run away with it.
Yeah, and now we do see 130 to 23. Indeed, AJ, they have
This is
control.
rough.
6-man is in for that sentry gun. And Smart Omega, they have one final push
And to
for
think,
their life. They're
if they
fighting for their
hadn't
life,
thrown the
AJ.
S&D, we'd be on our way to a game 5. I mean, they get the break here.
They have to hold it in. If one push from DG can end the game here, AJ.
If
Every
they
gun
win
back,
this,
AJ. 144
yeah, they're not winning it.
The test is in 5 more seconds. Kenny fighting for his life. There's going to be the push coming through. Kenny
You
makes
just
the
can't
comeback.
afford to give up any time at all.
Beautiful as they drop towards
There's
the
no
Garena
way.
edge as
It's
well.
145.
They win
There's
all of
just
their
no way.
gunfights. but the stab does not stop. Here comes the player from the side of Dunia Games.
I was about to say, you better not hop off that point.
The rest of them now, they trail on into control room number 2.
Wait.
Smart Omega making a comeback from absolutely nowhere, and no other team would have been able to stand this long against Dunia Games.
Yeah, they'll get broken right here.
But now as we move on into control room number 2, I'm afraid
Candy, you gotta
it's
have
not
that
gonna
read.
be as easy as it was at that 4th hard point.
It's definitely not going to be easy as this one, AJ.
They're just getting smoked by the MX Knights. How are they winning these? Oh, it is a hunter killer double. Wait.
They're climbing, but 5 points is all that DG needs. If you're DG, one good team push is all you need.
Wasted hunter killer.
Things up, and here comes the contest, and it's all up to you. One more player
Why?
to beat.
Oh, the disrespect. He pulled out the boxing gloves.
And Omega.
Oh, the disrespect.
From the playoffs, AJ. 3-1. DG.
Oh, he pulled out the boxing gloves.
It's a little unfortunate, man. It all goes down towards those map picks at the very end. And firing range. Don't pick firing range. They should have seen that coming.
Yo.
They should have known that that was a trap.
They threw that firing range so hard.
Games Esports that manages to bag this victory. And no, history will not lie to us. History has told us that at every single meeting, Dunia Games has managed to rise
That's
up to
just
the top.
rough.
Dunia Games has managed to bag the victory. And the 4th opportunity on an official platform, Dunia Games once again gets it done. The upset just a little overwhelming for the side of the Philippines.
It's just a little bit.
All right, so both of my round 1 predictions have been wrong so far.
But DG, they came here to play. They pretty much this game, just wire-to-wire victory, AJ, from the start to the finish, AJ. Crush not having the best
Man, I don't even know
16,
anymore.
Idra 11 and 15, Whoopi with 11 and 18, but DG 19 and 9, 18 and 11, 22, 14, pretty much just everyone was winning all their gunfights, but it was not enough for the side of Omega. DG, just a better team today, AJ. And
wow.
And the run for Omega Esports.
Yeah, and it
wowzers.
was just a one-sided match all throughout. I mean, from the get-go, we see exactly what Smart Omega tried to do. They try to go in there. They try to get the spawn over at Gorilla.
Crush hit 6.
They seem to have just
like, you've got to be able to adapt better than that. You get that far into the game, and you still don't make the change. It's all about being able to adapt. I feel like Omega just overall could not adapt.
Zed manages to go in there for the prevention, and the side of Dunia
If AMT lose, I'm gonna cry. I would be mind blown if AMT actually lost.
Just all out domination for them. Even though
absolutely mind blown.
The side of the Philippines managing to win the spawn at the green radar station. But of course, as we jump on in here to the highlights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this was that first matchup at Raid where we saw Dunia Games pick up their very first victory, Jericho.
Yeah, that very first victory indeed, AJ. It was a very close one, AJ. It wasn't as easy as it looked, AJ. It was very close. Although those first 2 games were just very, very close, AJ. But this play right here.
Crush had 1 kill to the end of P3. Yeah.
I thought they were gonna win it here, but the contest just came in too much.
The MX9 is just better, you know.
And Idra, that
like, I see people complain about how OP shotguns are all the time. MX9 is just better. It is. It's just the way that it is.
Didn't take out anyone. Very unfortunate for that one, but it just came down to this hill right here. This hill was very important for DG because in this hill, AJ, you don't expect yourself to get a lot of points here, but DG.
Oh my gosh.
Perfectly, and Omega, they couldn't do anything, and now.
Bobby, tell COD Mobile to nerf the KRM.
I agree with you, man. I mean, at the in the previous season,
I feel really. I just can't believe they threw the firing range S&D.
Would have been the cluster strike. You bring the cluster strike in, and that's all you need to perhaps, just guard that place down, drop a couple of your players in, and pick up all of those free points. This time around, it all fell down to the mechanical plays, and to a certain degree, the mechanical plays were moving back and forth between the two.
Will I play Pokemon Unite today? Probably not.
Overall, Dunia Games just winning
Man,
the majority of their
that's crazy.
I have to agree with you. one of the main kills that was completed on was that central garden play. And as we moved on towards kitchen, after we went in there for the reset, it was just
4 straight rounds.
but it was the firing range game.
Anrex
Although
Jeremiah
it was
is a better
taken
name
quite
than
well
Smart
by
Omega. Well, they got
Esports,
picked up by a team, so
truly
obviously
disappointed.
when you get picked up by a
Mainly
team, you
because
take on the name of the team.
they should have kind of seen this coming, man.
Yeah, I mean, they should have kind of seen it coming, AJ, but, you know, they believed in themselves, AJ. And in this
Why
S&D,
is the gameplay so yellow?
I mean, this is just where it just full.
I feel like
they
on the
just lost
playback, the
focus,
gameplay
AJ,
got
you know,
extra
as a
yellow.
player, I feel how they feel. One round away for at least tying it up and, you know, having one more life here. Could have went to a game 5, AJ, but it just didn't matter anymore,
Blacklist
AJ. You know, in the end, it
and
was
a
just all doom
cloveless
the game.
DG.
You know, we usually say the sniper needs to step up. The sniper needs to step up. Dude, Whoopi, he was fully awake in this matchup, and he was taking those kills. He was taking those frags. One of the MVPs for this matchup. But
Oh,
still, that
that's
was
rough.
not enough. The rest of the players, you know, although they were playing their part, it was not as strong and as calculated as the
Yeah,
side of
that
Esports,
wallbang
who
still
actually
doesn't make
managed
any
to
sense
make
to
it
me.
back through. They held on Smart Omega to that match point for such a long time, equalized it, sent it into the extra time.
Is
and
it over,
backed
chat?
that
No, it's
matchup
not
as
over.
well. Tremendous
Omega's knocked
performance
out, though.
coming in here from the Indonesians, and to the very end, it was just a match where Smart Omega got outclassed at the Search and Destroy.
Yeah,
Oof,
they got
oof,
outclassed
oof.
indeed, AJ, from start to finish. That was pretty much it, AJ. And then this last round, one by one, they fall. Candy tried to do everything.
Yeah, it looks like
there,
we
but
dropped.
Pretty much
Oh,
they
we're
got
dropping frames like
bested
crazy
here.
now.
This domination, AJ. I mean, Smart Omega, one-sided from start to finish.
Yo, shout out to
Yeah, so
AT&T.
this was a great comeback coming through from them. Crossfire was definitely their map, so similar to what.
Yo,
was
shout out to
coming through from,
AT&T.
you know, the side of Smart Omega with that firing range pick. Dunia Games kind of, you know, goes in with this choice as well, but it was either this or playing them at Hackney Yard, which I have a suspicion Dunia Games kind of banned out because they themselves were not super confident. I feel like, you know, they would have gone in for a different map ban, potentially Crossfire, if they did not feel that way. So it might be something the other teams can look to exploit at the following stages.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Oh,
true, AJ. They
it
just
fixed
pretty
itself?
much stuck with their map picks, AJ. You know, you
Maybe?
get really no information coming in for Dunia Games, so we might see something new in that semis once they face again that next team, AJ. But
Yeah.
for now, they are in the
Maybe?
driver's seat with this one, AJ. They're just really that top team, AJ. And now that Sharper is eliminated, also Omega's eliminated.
I'm so
We are
mad.
seeing the best of the best now, AJ. The last 6 now, AJ.
I want a freaking
But here in
refund
this
from
spot, in this
AT&T.
home point, this game number 4. I mean, wire to wire again, but this time it was Dunia Games.
Absolutely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you have enjoyed the broadcast so far. Don't forget to hit that like and share the
I'm gonna have to
stream out as
reset my
well.
internet.
We are aiming for 50,000 concurrent viewers, and I kind of feel like that was the matchup where we would have almost hit it. Hopefully we did, because after this, WDC versus Remo Sadewa, you know, everybody's just going to be focused in on all of
I'm gonna have to make a
You're
new
not gonna have
stream.
a lot of time to hit the
Restart my
share button,
internet.
so take that opportunity right now. Smash that like, smash that share as well if you have not done so just yet.
Yes, that is true, AJ. You gotta smash that like button, AJ. But here, closing moments of that hardpoint, AJ. Pretty much, just it was really hard. It's very hard to come back from down. 100,
DNS will
it's just,
eat Omega
it's quite near
alive.
impossible, AJ.
Yeah, I agree with you, but you know, if it was possible for anyone, it would be for the Comeback Kings of the Philippines. But the Comeback Kings should have kind of started that kind of rise from destruction a little bit sooner. You're kind of right, man. With a 100-point deficit, that would have been so difficult for them. A lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, only one player can be named MVP as their team picks that victory, and it has to be Venom.
Still dropping
Instrumental for
frames with
majority of
1200
these plays.
kilobyte
Shorty in
upload
hand,
speed.
Shorty in game, he was definitely a death dealer.
Yeah, he was Venom with 15, 11, and 6, and 1,741. Definitely the MVP.